and welcome to the show with everything you could ever want to make and do right at your fingertips. I'm Tim.
And I'm Naomi. And here's what's coming up on today's show. We make over these bits into a really useful desktop buddy to look after your pens and pencils.
Can you guess what Naomi can make in less than 60 seconds in today's 1 Minute Make?
And we show you how to create a fingertips crazy golf course from a whole load of rubbish.
And for details of lots of great fingertips makes, you can check out our website, address at the end of the show.
But first, the fingertips paint doorstops. They're really useful, they're made from rubbish, and they're a brilliant practical joke.
You may have heard that saying, there's no use crying over spilt milk.
Well, in Fingertips' case, there's no use crying over spilt paint. Oh, my goodness, that'll never come out of the carpet.
Actually, it will. There you go. Nice and easy.
Yep, this is the Fingertips paint doorstop, made to hold your door open.
And made to fool your family and friends.
And we've given this bit of messy madness a Fingertips difficulty rating of just 3. A straightforward make that's useful and lots of fun.
To make your paint tin, you need, funnily enough, a tin. One of these food containers is perfect, but choose one that's got a nice round lid, like a pot of paint. Now you need to make it heavy enough to be a doorstop. And to do this, simply fill it 3/4 full with some sand. Just keep on pouring that in, fill it almost all the way to the top. Lovely. Now, it's heavy, but it doesn't look very much like paint, does it? And to get around this, you need to draw around the base of your tin onto some card. Cut out this circle and then trim it so it's slightly smaller than the base of your tin. And then it should fit nice and neatly on top of the sand, like that.
Next, you need to paint the outside of the tin in white paint. You may need a few layers. Design a label on a piece of card or paper to look like a real tin of paint that you find in a DIY shop. Have a look at a real tin to get some ideas. Here's our Fingertips design, and you can either stick this on or copy and paint it neatly on the outside of your tin.
Now it's time for the messy bit, so it's a good idea to work on top of a carrier bag like this one. Take some acrylic paint or poster paint and mix it in equal parts with some PVA glue. Then give it a good stir and pour this mixture into the top of your paint pot. This is to cover the cardboard disc, but also to top up the level inside a little as well. Now for the fun part. Pour the remaining paint and glue over the side of your paint pot, all around the rim. And just let it ooze all down. I love this bit. It's making a right mess. Go all the way around, letting the paint run down nicely. And you should end up with something that looks like this.
And when you've got a good shape and the PVA glue and paint mix has dried, it should look something like this. Now, the idea is to carefully peel away the tin and the paint spill, like that. And it's a good idea to muck up the lid a bit too. And now you're ready to take these over to your door to give someone the fright of their lives. Just keep the door open with the heavy tin and lay the lid on the top.
And if you want to take the joke even further, just get an old paintbrush that's been dipped in the same colour paint, leave it to dry, and then just leave it nearby. Oh no!
What?
Major paint crisis.
Oh, I think we'll just gloss over that one. This is Makeover Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you how to make something by recycling stuff that you'll probably find around your home. So what about this lot? Some rice, scraps of fabric, googly eyes, pipe cleaner, cotton wool, an elastic band, some coloured beads and an old sock. It's not very nice, is it? However, with a bit of Fingertips know-how, we're going to show you how to transform this lot into one of these, a Fingertips PC Pal. Not only is he great for keeping you company while you're working on your computer, but he's nice and squidgy, so you can give him a good old squeeze if you're getting stressed out with your homework. And even better, he also makes a great desk tidy. Fantastic. Now, if you'd like to make a PC Pal, we've given it a Fingertips difficulty rating of 3. Not really simple, but it's not too difficult either. So why not make friends with an old sock and make a PC Pal? Start by stuffing a sock with a nice big wodge of cotton wool, right into the toe. Then, using a funnel, fill the sock up with the same amount of rice. Take your time when you do this and make sure that all the rice drains through properly. The end of the sock should now look like a large potato. Twist the sock around at the end to keep the cotton wool and the rice secured. Now pull the remaining sock material over on itself and then slip on a rubber band. Next, fold this bit of the sock back on itself. You should now have the head poking up in the middle and a little pocket flap in between the stuffed sock, like this. Next, you need to make the legs, so cut a variety of shapes using different materials. These can be offcuts of fabric, foam, or any other scraps of material you may find. Keep going until you have a nice pile like this. You'll also need some beads. Next, thread a needle with 50 centimetres of cotton and tie a knot at one end. Then thread about 25 centimetres worth of material scraps onto the thread, making sure that you add a bead every so often. When that's all done, tie a knot at the other end and you will have a string like this. Now separate the material and beads so that you have roughly the same amount at each end of the string. Then wrap the thread under the flap in the middle of your PC Pal, but make sure the legs end up at the sides of the sock. Next, take a couple of googly eyes and stick them on one side of the sock. Finally, create the flower decoration by cutting a flower shape from fun foam. Then pierce a small hole in the middle with a pipe cleaner and make a little fold at the end to hold it in position. Then place the flower in the front part of the pocket flap. And there he is, your very own stress-busting fingertips PC Pal. So finally, just use this pocket flap to add your pens and pencils. And then all that's left to do is give him a place to live, and where better than chez PC. Fantastic, he's cute, isn't he? And once you've got the idea, you can make him loads of friends and you'll never have to go hunting for a pen or pencil again. And if you've got two socks the same, why not make a set of twins? They're great, aren't they? So next time you see an old sock heading for the bin, give it a wash and make a fingertips PC Pal. Just one more squeeze. Got a minute?
Because this is the part of the programme where we show you something that'll take under a minute to make using odds and ends from around the house.
Today it's my turn to make.
And it's my turn to time.
And this is all I need, just a few bits and pieces.
A strange mixture there. Now, we're not going to tell you exactly what it is, so see if you can work it out as Naomi makes it.
Right.
Are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready, and I think I've got this one in the bag, even if I do say so myself.
Is that a clue?
Yes, and not only will I make it in under a minute, but it's such a fab make, I think it's going to grab everyone's attention.
If you say so. 3, 2, 1, go!
Right, start with a piece of foam, and you need to fold it almost in half, leaving a few centimetres at the top. Then take a stapler and, minding your fingers, staple along that edge.
That's
turn
15
it around.
seconds gone now.
OK, do the same up this side. 1, 2, 3. That should just about do it.
20 seconds.
Right, now I need some hook and loop fastener. Put a piece on there. Oh, it's almost stuck together. Oh dear. Put that bit on the main body.
Now.
Haven't got this bit yet. And then you fold that over, and then I'll add this piece of black foam for decoration.
Very nice.
Stick that. How long left?
You've got 22 seconds left.
You can get this from craft shops, this foam. And then a couple of bits down the side. One there. Oh,
45.
And one there. Stop the clock.
Oh, 48 seconds. Not bad, but what is it?
It is the latest fashion accessory, Tim. It's a fingertips clutch bag. Great for popping in all your bits and pieces when you're out and about.
It's very glamorous.
Yeah, and once you've got the basic idea, you can go wild. On this one, we've stuck some fabric butterflies and added a rainbow ribbon. You can make smaller versions to make little wallets for your pocket money. And they also double up as great wash bags if you're going on holiday or to a sleepover party.
Oh, they're great.
Yeah, so grab some foam, hook and loop fastener and a stapler and make your very own fingertips clutch bag.
In under a minute.
This is Fun Fingertips, the part of the programme where we show you something that's fun to make and fun to play.
Hole in one. Bless you.
Practice your putting skills and test them against your mates to see how many hits it takes to get around your very own crazy golf course. And we give Crazy Golf a fingertips difficulty rating of 4. May take a bit of time, but it's well worth it.
To start with, make a golf club to putt with. To do this, you need to get one of these, a clean, empty yoghurt drink container. You need to make a hole in it about here. This can be a little bit fiddly, so it's a good idea to ask for some help with this. The hole needs to be big enough so that you can putt one end of a garden cane into it. Now you need to tape that securely into position. You should get something a bit like this. There it is, nicely fixed. And at the other end, it's a really good idea to get some rolls of newspaper and create a nice little handle like this. It's also a good idea because it means you won't hurt yourself on the end of the garden cane. Now it's simply a case of getting some PVA glue and strips of newspaper and papier-mâchéing everything into position.
When that's painted and dried, it should look like this. And then you can paint it and decorate it to look like a real golf club. We've wrapped some pipe cleaners around the handle and painted the base silver. Looks great, doesn't it? Now you're ready to make your crazy golf holes. To make those, you need to gather together all sorts of bits and bobs like cardboard tubes, strips of card, plastic cups. And then the idea is to invent crazy things that you can hit your golf balls into, like this crazy clown. He's made from a margarine tub, got a bag with some sand in it to weigh it down, a cardboard tube, and a big piece of card with a clown face drawn onto it. So tape all those things together, like this, give it a coat of paint, and there he is.
And another thing you can make from your collection of bits and pieces is one of these brilliant dragon tubes. Just look at those flames. To make one of these, you need to tape a load of cardboard tubes together, like this, and just stick a polystyrene cup at each end. And you can even cut away some sections of the cardboard tubing so you'll be able to see the golf ball travel along inside. Then just paint it and add some details. And I've gone for some scales, and I've even stuck on some of these jewels as well.
Just experiment, come up with crazy ideas that you can build and test them as you go along to check that the golf ball can fit in them and travel along all the parts.
And of course you can invent all sorts of weird and wonderful variations. So, by using all these things...
You can create a mouth, a bridge and an eye. Of course you can make just one crazy piece for your golf game or lots, it's up to you. Then lay out your course at home and play the game.
Now that's what you call a hole-in-one.
And that's another.
Well, that's it for today.
Don't forget to check out the Fingertips website. The address is on the screen now.
And we'll see you again very soon for more Fingertips. Bye!
That'll never come out of the carpet.